my name's Alexis and today we are doing this look right here, which is with some first impressions. Yeah, so if you want to see how I did this look, what the new products were, my first impressions of them, and some check-ins throughout the day, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting with my foundation on because I don't have another foundation to try. I do, however, have not one, whoops, but two concealers. So I'm going to try both of these out today. This one might be a teeny tiny bit too dark, but we are going to try it anyways. Actually, I'm not even sure that I need to use this. Hold on a second. Alright, just for the sake of trying out both and to see if this concealer will match me, I'm going to use both. So I'm going to use this concealer from Kat Von D. This is an M27, which again might be a tiny bit too dark for me. And from Too Faced, I have this the shade Light in Born This Way. So I'm going to use this to highlight and I'm going to use this to conceal around the rest of my face. So the applicator for the Kat Von D one is like angled. That's a little strange, but okay. I'm just gonna put this anywhere where I could use a little bit extra coverage, and I'm blending it with my Micro Mini. Ooh, this blends in perfectly. Alright, perfect color match for that one. Perfect. So for under my eyes and down the center of my nose and my Cupid's bow, I'm going to use the Born This Way in Light. Kind of a bit came off on the applicator, but that's okay. Ooh. It's a little thin, so we'll see what happens. I haven't highlighted in concealer in forever, and I feel like this is a lot. I'm gonna get like concealer face. And blending with my Micro Mini again. So that all blended in really well. Not sure it really covered the darkness underneath my eyes though. Maybe you can't really see it on camera, but I can see it in real life. Not fully covered. So there's that. But I don't know if it's because the shade is too light or if because that's just the kind of coverage this has. So I'm just going to set under my eyes and not the rest of my face yet. But for that I have the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder. So let's try this out. I know this powder has like a ton of mixed reviews and honestly it gets returned a lot. So, oh, I can't get the thing out. Okay. So, oh, it's a little star. How cute. But anyways, as I was saying, there's a lot of mixed reviews about this powder and it gets returned a lot, so I was really curious to try this out for myself, so we'll see what happens. I'm taking my setting brush from Real Techniques and just setting underneath my eyes. So that's on. I don't think it looks powdery or chalky or anything. We'll see what happens. My under eyes are really creasy. That's just how my eyes are. Sorry. But we'll see what happens when I powder the rest of my face, because I think that's where a lot of people are having issues with the powder, is when they set the rest of their face and not necessarily their under eyes. So I'm going to do my brows real quick because I look funny without eyebrows, and then I'll be right back. Okay. That's done. I feel better. So I have a lot of cream stick products to use on my face, so that's why I didn't set my face yet. So first I'm going to bronze with, where did it go? I'm going to use this NARS Sculpting Multiple Duo. This is in the Hot Sand and Laguna. So there is Hot Sand to highlight on one side and Laguna to contour with on the other side. I'm not going to contour with Laguna. I'm going to bronze with it. So I'm going to take this with a brush. What brush will I use? This one. So I'm going to put this, let me see, I don't want to move all my foundation around. Oh well, I'm going to put this here. Oh, it is actually a little cool. Not that cool though. Here, and here, and here. Good. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to buff it out. I'm hoping that I'll like the cream of this bronzer more than I liked the powder. Because as you guys saw, I got rid of the powder, the duo that I had with this in it, because it just wasn't doing anything for me. So maybe I'll like this better. Okay. Maybe this wasn't the good side to test, because I'm having some weird like skin issue thing going on. But there's that. I guess it added a little bit of color, especially on my forehead. Let's do the other side, where my skin isn't doing some weird thing over here. Well, it is, but not as badly. So here, here, and here. Cool. And blend. We'll see how I feel when I have the rest of my makeup on, but it blended really easily. It was really easy to blend. I liked that. For blush, I have this Multistick from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade Gelato. So it's like a, kind of like a mauve kind of shade. So I'm going to use this as my blush. I'm just gonna, ooh my. I'm probably putting way too much on. I'm going to just take that same brush because I don't really have another brush to blend with. And blend it. I feel like it's not picking up on camera very well, which is a shame because it's really pretty. I like this shade. This shade's pretty. Oh, I have hair stuck to my face. Oh no. Get it off. Okay. Okay, that's on. I think it looks pretty. I like it. Now you can kind of see it in my viewfinder. So there is that. I liked that. It was really easy to blend also. And like I put a lot on, but it was really easy to blend it out so that it didn't look like you had so much on. So that was nice. So to highlight, I'm going to go back to the NARS stick and I'm going to take the hot sand side. And I'm going to put this on the top of my cheekbones, and that's it because I'm going to put something else in the other spaces. So I'm going to put hot sand right here. And then I'm just going to blend it with my finger. Well, all of me looks glowy. I was going to say, can you see that? But like, I haven't set my face, so like all of everything is glowy. Oh, you can't. Oh, I think you can see it. This is like a warm peachy kind of shade. For down my nose and my Cupid's bow, I have this from Becca. This is new, I think. I think this is the newest thing from them. This is called the Shimmering Skin Perfector Slimlight. So it is a little crayon stick basically that you can use to highlight with. So you can do this like pinpoint like on your nose and your cheekbones or whatever, and you can also use this because it's so small to highlight your brow bone and your inner corner, which I will do later. So right now I'm just going to do down the center of my nose and my Cupid's bow with this, and this one is in the shade Champagne Pop. They also make this in Topaz and Pearl, and I think right now those are the only shades they make it in. So if you like Moonstone like I do, you can't get it in Moonstone. Hopefully they'll fix that, but I've never tried Champagne Pop in anything before, so we'll see. So I'm just going to put it down my nose. And right here on my Cupid's bow. You guys know I love a highlighted Cupid's bow, so I'm just going to kind of back it on there. And then I will blend with my finger again. A clean finger this time. Can you see it? You can definitely see it on my lip. I liked that. I like this. We'll see how I like it on the eyes later. So, was that all the creams that I was doing? I hope so, because that was a lot. I think that was all the cream. So now I can set the rest of my face with the powder that I can't get back open, with my Kat Von D powder. Ooh, it's kind of going everywhere. Jeez, I made a cloud. So I don't think it looks like extra powdery, but it doesn't look as smooth, I think, if it was my Laura Mercier powder. It just doesn't, there's something about it that's not right with me. It's not powdery, but it almost looks cakey? I don't know, I don't like using that word to describe things. It's made all the product that I put on my face look heavier. Does that make sense? It doesn't look as like smooth, streamlined, nice. Maybe that's the issue people are having with this powder. Because if that's it, then I see it. I can understand that. So let's see if like when I spray any setting spray or whatever, it'll help. So I'm just gonna run through the eyes real quick because I don't have a lot of stuff, new stuff for the eyes. I have one new thing for the eyes, and that's like one of my last few steps. So we'll just like speed through the eyeballs. So I'm priming with my NARS Pro Prime. For the eyeshadow, I'm just taking Uncommon from the Tarte Graveyard Girl palette, and on a 217, I'm just kind of buffing it everywhere basically. So on the lid and the crease, and I'll also do a little bit on the lower lash line. Now that the eyeshadow's on, I'm going to go back with the Slimlight from Becca and do my brow bone, so right here, and my inner corner. And I'm just going to blend that with my finger again. Wow, I really need to do my eyebrows. I've just like pretty much put this over brow hairs because I need to do my eyebrows. Alright, that was easy. I don't know why I expected this to look so much more glossy, but it doesn't. But it looks fine. Just add some color, some light back into the eye. So I'm going to use, where'd it go? I have a teeny tiny Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil. This one is in M10, the black shade. I'm so picky about what goes in my waterline, and I'll love something for a while, and then I just don't love it anymore. So let's see how I feel about this. So I'm going to put this in my tight line and my waterline. So my eyes are really watery now, but it's on. Not as black as I wanted it to be, and I had to do like, I had to go over it a few times to get it to this black, and I can't abuse my eyes anymore to get it blacker. So I had such high expectations for that pencil, and they were quickly shot down. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply my regular mascara, my Better Than Sex Waterproof. Okay, there's something in my eye, so that's cool, but my lashes don't look as good as they usually do, and I think it's because I couldn't tight line as well as I normally do. But eyes are done. The only thing I'm going to do is contour because I already have bronzer and blush and highlighter on from Cremes. So I'm just going to contour real quick, right quick. I want some cheekbones. So that is that. The last thing I have, new thing. Ooh yeah, yeah buddy. This is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Le Palace. I was so excited to see this because I've been wanting one of these and I just have not bought one for myself. So now here it is. Thank you, NARS. Thank you, Sephora. So I'm gonna put this on. Ooh. It feels nice. So that's that on. It feels really good. So good. It feels so good. Okay. Maybe not the best application, but I'm not going anywhere. The doe foot applicator is rounded, so it's a little hard to get like a clean line, at least for me, but it looks really nice and it feels fantastic. I love how this feels. So good. So the last thing I'm going to do is spray my face with some, this is obviously not new, with some setting spray. This is the Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. I just want to see if this will settle the Kat Von D powder a little bit so that it doesn't look how it does. Alright, sprayed that. Looks a little better. Definitely looks a little better. It's like so much in between my eyebrows and around my nose. I don't know how I feel about this powder. We'll see what it looks like throughout the rest of the day. So I will check in with you in a little bit later. It is currently 1:07. What? You can't see that. It's currently 1:07. I'll check back with you later to see what this looks like. Gotta do a quick update because I am losing light already. I forget that it gets dark really early in the wintertime. So I've only had the makeup on for like 3 hours, but everything looks good except for the powder. And I can tell that it's the powder that doesn't look good and not anything else that's on my skin, like any of the cream products or anything, because they looked totally fine until I put the powder on. The powder just doesn't work for my skin. Like, well, now in this light it looks a little bit better, but in the bathroom where it just was, it did not. So basically, I think if you have any kind of texture or anything like that on your skin, you're not gonna like the powder. The powder's not gonna work for you. It's not that it's powdery, it clings to things you don't want it to cling to, like texture. So like here in between my brows, like I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look right. Basically, I like everything except for the powder. This lip I've eaten and I've brushed my teeth and hasn't gone anywhere. It gets more matte the longer you wear it, so it does turn into a stain. Starts as a gloss, oop, lost my light, turns into a stain. So it's definitely long wearing. I've had pasta, I've had ice cream. Like I said, I brushed my teeth and still there. I haven't touched it up or anything. So I'm really impressed with the Velvet Lip Glide from NARS, and I like how kind of glowy my cheeks look. Still not sure about the Sculpting duo from NARS. I just don't think Laguna works for me, but that's my check-in, and this is probably where I'm gonna have to stop because I'm not gonna have any light after this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!